On this channel, we are not allowing any scammer to go unnoticed. I will gladly make plenty of videos about fake gurus and charlatans, but we also need to make sure we're covering our bases with scams that may be coming from popular celebrities. Clifford Harris Jr., also known as T.I. in the music world, has gotten into a little trouble lately. There are a couple important principles that will be taught in this video. I've made a couple recent videos covering the music industry and all of the ways that your favorite artists are broke. One thing that the music industry has not figured out is how to monetize their artists when they start promoting cryptocurrencies. Artists are signing 360 deals so that the label can have their hand in the masters of the song, the touring, the merchandising, and publishing, but the labels haven't caught up to their artists possibly endorsing cryptocurrencies. That will probably change soon. T.I. has been one of the most financially successful rappers of his generation by selling millions of albums on his own label, Grand Hustle Records. T.I. is actually one of the smartest players in the rap game, starting his label in 2003 and having in-house producers, publishing deals, and releasing albums for mainstream popular artists. What you're probably wondering is, how does a guy like T.I. get caught up in a crypto scam? There's two answers. Number one, you need to have a burning desire to always make more money without worry for your reputation. Number two, you need to have no skin in the game such that there is little to no recourse. I started seeing news articles popping up about T.I. being charged by the SEC in a crypto ICO scam, and my immediate thought was, why in the world is he getting involved with promoting crypto ICOs? As many of you are familiar, companies hire celebrities to promote their products. They do this because celebrities generally have some level of trust built up with those who follow them. Whether us consumers believe it or not, we are absolutely affected by an advertisement starring a famous actor, musician, or athlete we like promoting a product. Companies can leverage that trust to influence people to have a positive image of their brand and potentially move product. The problem with endorsements, and one of the lessons I hope you take away from this video, is to gain the ability to be able to separate influence by endorsed entertainers and the products themselves. In a lot of cases, many entertainers don't even use the products they're promoting. They receive a check and they make a social media post. And when it comes to situations like T.I. endorsing a crypto ICO, your first reaction should always be to look at his track record in the crypto space. What actually happened? According to the lawsuit between August 2017 and June 2018, Flik and Felton engaged in fraudulent and unregistered offerings of digital asset securities, collectively reaping over $3 million in illegal profits from investors. For those of you not aware, an ICO in the crypto space is similar to an IPO, but none of the balance sheets are public and there doesn't even have to be a finished product. In this specific example, Flik was claiming to be a video streaming platform promoted as Netflix on the blockchain. Investors could invest in this blockchain-driven company and technology in hopes that the company Flik would produce the product they say they were going to produce. It turns a huge profit and everyone gets rich. To me, these ICOs sound a lot like high risk and no reward. Ryan Felton was an Atlanta-based producer in the music industry and was involved with crypto for a few years. But this was a big payday for him. He took investors' money to buy a Ferrari, $1 million home, diamond jewelry, and other luxury items for himself. He eventually created a digital asset exchange called CoinSpark in October 2017. To make a long story short, he used both of these crypto technologies to create fake trade activity to make it appear like these assets were valuable, but it was all a scam. So where does T.I. come into this? T.I. helped promote Flik on his social media, which raises the question, how much recourse should there be for celebrities endorsing scams? T.I. had worked with Ryan Felton before, and Ryan's resume in the music business was really impressive. But this is the problem when someone doesn't share the risk. T.I. took on all of the upside of endorsement money and passed off all of the risk to the investors. T.I. did get slapped with a $75,000 fine, so he's not totally off the hook here. But imagine if people who endorse scams got hit with a $10 million fine. Do you think they'd maybe look into the companies and products a little more? Well, of course they would, right? So that means their integrity can be bought. It just depends on the intersection of enough money and enough risk. Hopefully, another principle you can take away from this video is to be really skeptical of people promoting investments, especially if the celebrity doesn't have experience in a specific asset class. In this original lawsuit, there is a mention of a celebrity promoting Flik on their Twitter account, which has more than 34 million followers. In this lawsuit between Flik investors and T.I., we find out that the celebrity is Kevin Hart. In this lawsuit, we read that Felton claims TI was an investor in Flik, which does mean he has skin in the game, but I'm not entirely convinced that he was. My guess is that he received some equity in exchange for public promotion to his large social media following. But back to Kevin Hart. He promoted the coin on his social media accounts, which drove the price up, allowed Ryan Felton and others to dump their shares in the company and profit. This to me sounds like a modern day penny stock pump and dump. Promise the world in an emerging new technology space, cryptocurrency, get a celebrity to endorse it, drive up the price from 5 cents to 10 cents, and walk away with millions after your equity doubles. Thankfully, these scams are governed in such a way that there are real repercussions and lawsuits. If only fake gurus could be hit with similar recourse. Thanks so much for watching.